Okay. What if I stood like this? Would this help the lighting situation? Because I'm like, if I stand head on, then we're gonna have this situation. And I worry. Like, I want y'all to see my face. Fuck it. Maybe it was a bad idea putting on this wrinkly shirt. Oh, it's so wrinkly, don't look. Hello everybody, my name is Aqua Elixir, or at least my Twitter handle is, and welcome back to the channel. The last time that I wore this hat was for my other Barbie video that I did, and since then it's been stuck in a closet at a really weird angle, but I decided to wear it again today because, you know, continuity purposes, but I decided to flip it the other way because different video, different way of wearing the hat. At this point, the Barbie movie is out. You know, it's been out. We're actually at the end of the Barbie era, and it's really sad, but also, like, I'm ready to move on at the same exact time. And we're gonna be talking spoilers throughout this video, so if you haven't seen the Barbie movie, literally, what are you doing? And we're also just gonna be talking, like, my thoughts now that we're out of, you know, the recency, because it's been, like, what, 4 months? We're gonna be talking the Barbie movie Wave 2 dolls, and we're gonna be opening some really fun dolls today from the Barbie movie collection. So I'm very excited. We're gonna be talking about the spoilers first, just to kind of get that out of the way. And I have some notes. So first thing, I want to get the elephant out of the room from the jump, because this is something that at first I didn't really notice or like care to even notice. Ken has single-handedly ruined the Barbie movie, and it is very, very unfortunate. Now, I love Ryan Gosling. I love his portrayal of Ken. I love the himbo energy of this Ken. But single-handedly, this man, this character, has casted a very horrendous male like shadow over the Barbie movie. I look back at when I was like leaving the theaters, and Ken really wasn't in my mind, at least. Like, I was still thinking about Barbie and just like all the good in the movie, plus just like Barbie in general, like, oh my god, like she is finally happy in the real world, whatever. But the more that I'm just seeing, and like even just recounting Barbie, I now just think of like the patriarchy, Ken taking over Barbie land, all that stuff. And it just makes me so upset. I love Ken, I really do. I enjoyed him to an extent, but he ruined this movie for me, and it's really unfortunate. Why are we getting Sugar's daddy Ken? Why is that a thing? And I mean, to each their own, you know, everybody's gonna have their own takeaways with the movie, but truly, like, this movie is supposed to be about woman empowerment, and it really got overshadowed by the patriarchy, which I find to be really, really funny and very ironic. Switching to a positive, I really loved, and I think that everybody can agree with this, the styling of the movie. I mean, obviously, the costumes, Barbie Land as a whole, and just the energy that that set gave was beautiful. It was breathtaking. I really enjoyed the first half of the movie because of that. Okay, sorry, I'm like trying to like look at my notes to like gain my thoughts. So we're like kind of like going back and forth. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, this movie just left a lot to be desired, unfortunately. Like a lot of things that I feel like they maybe set up something for, but then like didn't really follow through. I just think that, number one, a longer runtime would have benefited this movie so much. I mean, we got a pretty decent runtime, a pretty standard runtime. What, it was like almost like 2 hours maybe? I don't know. But if Infinity War and like the Marvel movies, I'm not a Marvel fan as you could tell, but if those movies can get like 3-hour movies, I would be seated for a 3-hour Barbie movie. If Oppenheimer was 3 hours, Barbie can be 3 hours. Even just like, it doesn't have to be 3 hours, but like maybe like 2 hours and some change could have benefited the movie maybe. We could have sat more with Barbie trying to explore the real world, Barbie trying to, again, find her purpose. And I love the women empowerment of this movie. I love that message, but I feel like we get that whole storyline, and it's very intertwined with the whole Kendom patriarchy kind of story, because okay, like, we're run by a woman in Barbie land, and then Ken comes over, and then, you know, they take down the patriarchy, okay, everything's back to normal. But then it's like at the end, Barbie just really took a back seat. If I had a nickel for every time that I mentioned Backseat by Charlie XCX in a Barbie video, I would only have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. But it's true though, like, she, I think, just takes a backseat in her own movie because they're trying to fit in so much, and they do a lot of it well. They pull off a lot of it well, but I think that in doing so, we're also straying away from the main character and, you know, Barbie's journey. So, like, keep the woman empowerment in, take a little bit of that patriarchy out, and even the I'm Just Ken dance number, that would have been lovely too. And add more of Barbie, you know, let's get a Barbie number instead of a Ken number. That would have been lovely. Oh my god, the CEO Mattel storyline went absolutely nowhere. I love how meta the movie got by mentioning Mattel and having like the Mattel CEO kind of crack down and everything. But it seemed like they were really setting up something big by introducing these characters and Mattel into the universe and into, you know, the movie. And it really just went nowhere. Like the whole, oh, we had this situation happen before where a Barbie went to the real world and it just turned things upside down. We can't have it happen again. Where did that go? Because I'm thinking like, okay, the longer that they're in the real world and they're like putting influence into the real world from Barbie land, maybe like the worlds are gonna like kind of come together, not come together, but like maybe the real world is gonna turn into somewhat of Barbie land. Like you're gonna start to see like the trees kind of turn plastic and the ocean's gonna be plastic too. Like, I don't know, something like that. And then Barbie land is gonna be like more real, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking like something like that is gonna happen. And I mean, we do get examples of like, oh, things are changing, but it's like emotionally distressed Barbie or whatever, and then we get instead of like a Barbie dream house, we get the Mojo Dojo like Casa house, whatever. But like that was really it. Like those were the only examples, and I'm like, okay, but like this isn't life shattering, this isn't world altering to where it's like, oh my god, like this happened before and it was crazy, we gotta stop it. No, like it was so mid. Like the world's not ending, you know. If the world was ending, then that would be a different story. Also, putting Barbie in the box. If y'all remember, Barbie makes it to Mattel HQ, and there's that whole scene where the box is there in the background, and Will Ferrell's like, we'll take you back to Barbie land. Just get in the box. Get in the box, Barbie. And they're like fastening the little twisty ties, and it honestly seemed like that was like some sort of trick or whatever that they were trying to do on her. And it didn't really seem like sincere, because they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna take you back to Barbie land. But it seemed like, you know, they had some other sinister plans. Like maybe they're thinking, oh, well, this Barbie got out, she got real emotions, like this Barbie's defective, we need to get rid of her, like we need to eliminate her. So I'm thinking like them tying her back in the box, like that's trapping her, and like they're gonna like, you know, get rid of her or something. But literally, like, she gets out of the box before they can like tie them all the way, and we never see the box again. Like, there was such intimidating music during that part of the scene too. So I'm thinking like, oh, this is gonna be something. But they use the box the one time and then never get back to it. Also, just in general, those characters, like the Mattel characters, Will Ferrell and Adam from Sex Education, as much as it's nice to have like those cameos and everything, it's cute, those characters were really rendered irrelevant by the end of the movie, because like, okay, they're like, we have to go back to Barbie land, we gotta stop things. They literally just roller skate to Barbie land, they get on the bike, whatever, they do the whole transition to Barbie land, and then they literally just get there and observe. They just stand there and watch why things like play out. So it's not even like they did anything. They really just had like their big moments at Mattel HQ. And then as soon as they left the headquarters, it's like we didn't really hear from them until like a couple cutaway scenes. And then we see Will at the end of the movie being like, oh my God, isn't this so nice? And Will didn't really have that big of a character as I thought he would. I thought he was gonna be like this big villain, and he wasn't. And like, I just hate, like, it's so funny how this movie is very like woman empowering and has like those very special, beautiful, and necessary moments. And then they're just like, well, men have feelings too. Like, all of a sudden, we're feeling bad for Ken at the end of the movie. I'm just like, I don't want to see that shit in a woman empowering movie. Like, fuck out of here. Like, I don't give a fuck about men's feelings. Like, they can cry for all I care. Like, down with the patriarchy. Like, shit. I don't want to see that in my Barbie movie. So, like, I understand why, but like, they really just evoked real world by making like the male centric plot of the story overpower the women. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. I just think in general, a lot of characters could have been used. I would have loved to have seen more standout moments with Emma Mackey's Barbie or Hari Neff's Barbie, Sharon Rooney's Barbie, like all of these other Barbies I would have loved to have seen more from, more personable to like their characters kind of moments. Because again, like they were really just like glorified supporting roles, which is fine. Like not every person's gonna be a main character, but I don't know, I wish that we got a little bit more out of them. Even Alan, like I'm over here like I don't care about all the men, but like Alan's the one dude, he's the exception. You know, I would have loved to have seen like a little bit more of Alan too. Like he did get his standout moment with Gloria and Sasha in the car, like on their way out of Barbie Land, and he's like, stop. But I wish we got a little bit more. Like he had like a couple other little bits and bobs, but I don't know. Michael Cera is just a national treasure. So I think that we need to use him when we see him. Okay, we also got a lot of references, but at the same exact time, I wish that we pushed it further and got a little bit more. Again, I want more. And this specifically goes to the chase scene in the movie because Barbie is going through Mattel and she's trying to like find her way out and she's jiggling doors. Why didn't any of those doors open and we didn't get like my scene? You know, like why didn't we get a Mycene cameo? She opens the door, Mycene's just standing there like, hey girl. They're like, oh my God, Barbie, is that you? We haven't seen you in a long time. And then closes the door, opens another one, Polly Pocket's there, you know? And like they're making the fucking Polly Pocket movie with like Lena Dunham or whatever. But it would have been so cool to even like see that. Or I don't know, like give us some like really big lost brands, you know? I want like the lost franchises that we don't see anymore. Like throw up a Pixel Chicks in there. Jump out the window, you know? Like give us something real crazy and unhinged. Oh, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this. Barbie and Ken, their relationship sucked. It sucked. I know that that was the point of it, and I understand like from the sense of like, oh, this movie's about to be about Barbie's experience and her trying to find her own self, so like obviously she's not gonna be attached to her relationship, but I just hate how Barbie doesn't like Ken. What is that about? What is that about? Like, I just feel like the way that they framed their relationship was so anti-Barbie core and like everything that we know about Barbie. You think Barbie and Ken, you think life in the dream house, you know, they have that good relationship together and it's like healthy and like nice and cute and sweet. No. Okay, we gotta talk about Midge. Because you give her a full cast poster, you know, mention her a lot, drop her a lot, you know, hype her up pre-movie, all for her to just be like a throwaway character. Like the butt of the joke 3 separate times, but it's the same joke every time. Did she even get a speaking line? I don't think so. Like that is so annoying to me. Like I love the references that they used. I love that we got those controversial Barbies from the past mentioned, but I feel like it just really was not the Easter egg that they thought it was gonna be. You know, they thought that it was gonna be like a gotcha, like, oh my God, like, look at us being controversial, like bringing all these Barbies that were canceled back, that were recalled. No, it was not. Like, it was just so embarrassing every single time because it was literally just them pointing at her being like, oh my God, that's Midge. She got canceled. Oh my God, that's Midge. She's irrelevant, you know? Just like, she was controversial. Didn't we get rid of you? Girl, please, like, don't make that same joke every single goddamn time. It just seemed like they were like grasping for something and like trying to get like a reaction. They literally said, audience, you see that? We did something funny. As much as I have talked a lot of complaints about this movie, I do still thoroughly enjoy it for the most part. I think that it was very, very campy. There was a lot of elements of camp to it, and I'm buying the movie on DVD. Like, it's gonna be in my movie library. I'm gonna rewatch it probably a bunch because in general, I enjoyed the experience of it all. But you know, these are like the little nitpicky things and just things that I've realized over time that, you know, this movie is flawed. It is not the perfect movie that I thought it was once I first left the theaters, and that's okay. Before we get into the dolls, I know that y'all are anticipating the dolls, and if you haven't skipped yet, thank you so much for tuning into my opinions. We are gonna talk a little bit about the second wave rollout. Cause goddamn, has it been a shitty release. It's been a shitty rollout so bad. I feel like we have been anticipating this release because they really came out with some heavy hitters, not gonna lie. If I had to pick between the first wave and the second wave and see who was superior, second wave eats up the first wave. No contest. But it has been so annoying. Mattel, you need to get better at rolling out your dolls, period. Because, and I mean, I digress, but Monster High, goddamn, Mattel Creations, goddamn. Oh my god, y'all really love to piss off your customers, don't y'all? But yeah, so basically, if you saw, I said it in my last video and I said that it was Pretty and Punk Eaten, but it was actually in my Hayden Williams Cameron doll unboxing. At the very beginning, I talked about how stressful it was that Mattel Creations just decided to drop the Barbie movie dolls for the second wave and didn't say anything about it. They were just kind of there. And they were instantly selling out. Now, that wasn't the only release, of course, but it's like, you know, if you're gonna put it on your website, how about you like tell your customers? Hella people, myself included, were blindsided by this. I did end up getting Fur Coat Ken, as we all know. I've talked about him a couple of times. I don't know where he is. He's, I guess, on the way, hasn't shipped yet. But yeah, they basically have been like quietly releasing for the past like couple of months, because last month, September, they started showing up in like random Walmarts, the jumpsuit Barbie, and I guess like some people have seen the roller skating dolls, but for me, I haven't seen anything. Amazon literally had them, but for overpriced scalper prices. So like the roller skating Barbies were like $119 or something like that. So I'm like, okay, when are they gonna be in stock with their retail price? And there was no set date, which was so odd to me. And Barbie, the Instagram account, posted being like, oh, they're coming in September. And it was like September 15th was the day. And then September 15th comes and I'm like waiting and I'm excited and it's not the day. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. And Barbie isn't saying anything. They're not keeping people updated with like, okay, like this is the release date or anything like that. It's just very vague. And then I'm checking Walmart and they finally have like the listings, but again, it's like scalper prices. And then when I click on like roller skating Barbie, because again, like those are the ones that I wanted, they all say like, oh, this top toy is coming to your store and online in October. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, this is so cracked. But I just remember like a few nights ago, something just like told me, like a little birdie was in my ear. I had a feeling something shifted in the universe. And I just told myself, I'm like, check Walmart. Like, check Walmart, the app right now. Search up Barbie Movie Dolls 2023 and just look. And I looked and I saw that they were finally in stock. At least the roller skating Barbies were finally in stock, but they were selling out. They were like getting there. It was like act fast. There's only 6 Kens left and 4 Barbies left. And I checked out so quick. We ordered them. It was great. Ken was good to go. They were like, okay, yep, he's gonna ship. But then Barbie, of course, because you know it's Barbie, it's the girl doll. They were like, sorry, but she is a little delayed. They're like, yeah, this doll, we don't know when she's gonna be coming to you. And I was worried that the order was going to be canceled because of that. And thank God last night I got a text message from Walmart saying, your packages, emphasis on the S, are coming. And I looked, and sure enough, both of them said that they were on the way, and we got them. But now let's talk. I honestly should have framed that before opening the dolls instead of framing that and then now talking about all the Barbie movie Wave 2 dolls and then going into the doll. Messy, messy, messy video. First up, the like cleaned up version of Weird Barbie that's like for the $50 price point. Like, sure, yes, like I guess. But who's buying her? I feel like I've heard no noise on her. To be honest, out of all of the Barbie movie dolls, she's the one that I hear the least amount of noise of from Wave 2. Like, is she even, like, released? Has she been released? Have people found her? Do people want her? Like, y'all want her? 100% no. Like, that's the case for me, at least. Western Ken, I kind of go back and forth with. Like, I have Western Barbie, so I'm like, it'd be so cute to, like, complete the Western dolls and have Western Ken. But because of, like, the $75 fursuit Ken, why do I want to keep on saying fursuit when it's fur coat? Fur coat Ken was 75 bucks. That is a lot of fucking money.
That's a lot of money.
And I already have 2 Kens enough. I don't need another one like that. Jumpsuit Barbie. This was such like a random one for me. I feel like this was like the sneak of the group. Who said, yeah, let's do Jumpsuit Barbie? For $50 too? We really could have used that for like either another character or even just throw in another Margot Robbie look. I wasn't leaving the movie being like, oh my God, like that outfit, they need to make a doll out of it. And they did not need to make a doll out of it. And then we gotta talk about Weird Barbie that went up on Mattel Creations for Made to Order. We're now 4 months out from the Barbie movie and it's not really making that much noise. Like, it's going to live in pop culture history for a very long time, yes. But nobody is currently talking about the Barbie movie the way that they were 4 months ago. So what do you mean this doll is coming out in like early spring 2024? That is so wild to me. And then the most recent one is Sugar's Daddy Ken. Anyways, now let's get into our babies. Let's get into the dolls. So here is Roller Skating Ken. Wow, he is so cute. I love these outfits so damn much. Wow. We have the skates on the side, which is pretty interesting. He's barefoot in the box. But yeah, it's the usual typical Barbie box. On the back, it has the dream house, and then it says, greetings from Barbie Land, wishing you the best day ever. And then we have the main event, Miss Barbara herself, the Miss Hot Commodity that's been giving me so much stress herself. And it's just so relieving to finally have her in my hands, knowing all the stress that this doll has put me through. And now that I have them, you're dust to me, Barbara. You're bones, okay?
This is a skeleton, this is bones! Shut your ass up! Look, he crazy now. Have a nice trip.
I got the ones that I want. I'm done with you. I'm done. I'm sick of it. I'm not playing any more games. I look so masked right now. Like, it is... Okay, let's not do too much. We don't, but like... Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe I'm lying a little bit. Okay, so we are back with the dolls. So let's get into Ken first, because he's the dude doll. He's so nervous because of all the anti-Ken talk that I just talked about for like 25 to 40 minutes straight. So this is my first Barbie movie Ken doll. I mean, the face is fine. He looks, what's his name? Ryan Hansen, the actor. That's what this is giving. This is not Ryan Gosling. It's giving Ryan Hansen or whatever the fuck his name is from Veronica Mars. Y'all know Veronica Mars? If not, get into it. He looks a little scared for his life. God damn. It's because of all my talking shit. I love that the hair is legitimate and it's not plastic. I mean, obviously for the Barbie movie, you're gonna wanna do actual hair. It's very gelled down. So I wonder how it's gonna look once I wash him out. His visor, is really cute. Yeah, it's just like a plain pink visor with like the little motif on the top. And oh god. For the outfit, first off, we have like these little yellow neon sweatbands, cuffs, whatever you want to call them. His vest is pretty cute. It has that very, because they're modeling this after that one like workout Barbie, right? I'm not very Barbie centric, I don't know, but I know that they're obviously in the likeness of that Barbie. So it has that very similar print on the vest, and it has like the collar and everything. It is giving very like thinnish material, kind of like a windbreaker material, but a little thin for my liking. And then it is cinched at the bottom. So I do like that. Then underneath that, he has on his purple. Why did I say purple? His pink tank top. And then he comes with a little belt bag, a fanny pack. So yeah, and as you can see, it fastens in the back with all these goddamn holes. And it's on like the smallest one, and it's still like this shit is big on him. And then his shorts, the matching shorts, of course, they do have like a little elastic band for the waist. He has his little knee pads, which I think are a really cute detail. They are a little loose though. Like, as you can see, this one kind of like slips. They do have little like fastened like pieces so that you can really adjust them, which is nice. But this one is a little loose. So even though like I tighten it, it does loosen itself up. His skates though, I love these. They're modeled after like the actual like Impala skates that I don't know if you can get them anymore, but they actually made these for you to purchase, but they also wore these in the movie, and the wheels do work. I love it so much. That is just such a cool detail. It has like the little Impala logo, and they are really easy to like remove. Flat foot. Oh my god, 10 foot pics for free? Get out. Here is Barbie, and the hair on this bitch, it's giving box hair. We already know how it was with Western and Perfect Day Barbie. Their hair was atrocious coming out the box. So let's get that elephant out of the room already. Here she is. Now, same thing, we got the visor, but when I took it off the first time, gagged me because...
Give me my lime.
Barbara knows a thing or two about a bump it, apparently. This Barbie loves herself a bump it. So we're gonna have to fix that up when we wash her. I am really liking these earrings. They're like a neon yellow, translucent, kind of big hoop earring. But her outfit, as you could see, yeah, these little knee and shoulder pad, not shoulder pad, the knee and elbow pads, they are a little loose, but she comes with knee pad. Oh. God, fuck me. She comes with elbow pads. So Ken doesn't have that, but she does. Yeah. And then for her outfit, she has the leotard in that same pattern that Ken has in his outfit. Oh, hi. Let's see, are these shorts like a separate piece? Oh, something just fell. Yeah, they're a separate piece. I know that's right. Thank you, Barbara, for doing the bare minimum. Little 360. Oh, it was her loose elbow pad. That's what fell. And then she does have her knee pads as well. Oh my god. The differentiation from knee pad, elbow pad, shoulder pad is really beating my ass right now. And then we have her skates, which same thing. And that's it. Those are the dolls. Literally all this time just for a 2-second review. How embarrassing. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And truly, like, these were some of the fits that I was hoping would get made into dolls. And now that they're here, and now that I have them in hand, I can rest. I don't gotta worry about Barbara anymore. I don't really think that I'm a Barbara collector. Like, there are a lot of great dolls from Barbara, and if you collect Barbie, then good for you. I'm just more of a Bratz girl. this bitch was built as a Bratz girl, and that's about it. So I'm very happy to have them. They're not the last Barbie movie dolls that I'm getting, because again, we're getting that Ken that I keep on mentioning. I don't know when he's coming, so y'all will just expect that video at some point. But yeah, should I do like her makeover? Is that gonna like spice up the video? I don't know. Okay, it's literally been like a few hours, but watch me slay this real quick. You see this rat's nest? You see this before? She got the little bump it going on. She bringing it back like it's 2010. Watch me slay this shit real quick. If you guys like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up for me. I know it was a lot of talking and like a little bit of a, what just fell? Oh, bump it. There was a lot of talking and not that much like review. Like we reviewed them, but like it was really short. But I hope that you guys enjoy this video regardless, you know, another Barbie video. And like, if y'all want, comment down below, what do y'all think about the Barbie movie now that we're in a post-Barbie era world? Honestly, like, I loved the Barbie era that we have been in for summer 2023. Like, everybody was really on board. Everybody, the non-doll collectors, doll collectors, like, it was just everyone loving Barbie, everyone hyping up this movie and being so excited to go and see it. Like, it was just truly one of the few times where we've had dolls really come back to the mainstream in a way where, like, you know, people are really vibing with it. And like, when are we gonna see this again? When are we gonna see the hype for a doll be this great ever again? I don't know. I hope that we get more of this. I love seeing this kind of energy, but who knows when we'll get it again. So I'm definitely like keeping the Barbie era like in a very sweet spot in my mind. And I just love like seeing people showing out to the movies. I remember just going to the movie theater, seeing a different movie, but there was still people who were like dressing up all decked out in Barbie gear for the movie. And again, like all of the different collaborations, all the different brands that teamed up and partnered with Barbie. It's really insane the amount of love that this movie got. And truly, again, as like a doll collector, it was just such like a moment in time. So I'm very happy. It's a little sad that the Barbie era is now over, but you know what? On to bigger and better things, you know, on to always Bratz. I know that's right. Let's get back to Stylesville now. You know, we've been in Barbie land for a little bit. Let's get back to Stylesville, back to our roots. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It would really help out the channel so much. We have a lot of fun here. And I will be seeing you guys, oh no, you guys, in the next video. Bye.